All right, are you ready for your fifth and final high school and beyond plan lesson? So if you're a freshman or a sophomore, this is your fifth and final high school and beyond plan lesson. After this, you are done. Seniors, you are going to have one quick follow-up lesson after this just to tie up some loose ends to finish up for graduation. So stay tuned for that. But freshmen and sophomores, this is the last one. And good news, you've probably already done it. So we're talking about 4-year plans today. And if you followed along in class the day that Miss Fogerson and I were there and went over how to do this, then you're good. You can go back and you can check this assignment off. If you didn't follow along and you didn't finish your 4-year plan, then you can follow along today and just get that one done. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can jump right in. Okay, so I am logged into High School and Beyond right now as a pretend student, so you can see. I'm going to be a 9th grader right now. So if you're a freshman, this is pretty much exactly what yours is going to look like. If you're an older student, you'll just have more filled in and less to plan. Once you get in here, we're going to be looking for the 4-year planning module. So you can find it up here with the 4Y, or right here in the middle with the 4Y, or over here on the sidebar where it says 4-year planning. Whichever way you choose, go ahead and click and get into your 4-year plan. We're going to go here to the sidebar where it says 4-year plans, and we're going to create a new 4-year plan. Okay, and so you can create as many 4-year plans as you want. There's no limit. You do have to create at least one to graduate. Okay, so it's a Washington State graduation requirement. So you do have to get in here and do this at least once, but you are welcome to get in and do it as often as you want. All right, so we're gonna name our plan first, okay? And since I've been doing all this research with my career planner tool, and I've been exploring programs and schools, and I'm thinking about my interests and kind of my dream future, I'm gonna create a plan specific for what is kind of in my head right now. So I'm gonna name this plan for school degree. Because right now I'm thinking I'm going to go to college and I'm going to get a degree so I can be a school counselor. So let's see, career cluster, that's going to be education and training. And I remember that because I did all my research. Career preference, that's optional, so I don't have to fill that in. Let's see here. I could though, since I know I'm thinking about school counselor. I can just type in here, school counselor. Okay. 4-year plan template is required, so I'm going to select this, and it's just going to pop up the template for my graduation year. So pick the one that pops up for you. Any notes that you want to write for yourself, things that you're going to want to remember about this plan later, you can fill in right there. Scroll down, and then post-secondary plan. So this is required. So let's click here. Okay, and it wants me to choose from all these different post-secondary options. And I'm just going to pick the one that I think is most likely right now. Okay, I'm not locked into anything. I might change my mind. That's okay. Right now I'm thinking I'm probably going to do 2-year and then transfer to 4-year. So I'm going to check that one. Anything you pick here is fine, but you do need to pick something because it's required. All right, and then graduation pathway, same thing. So click here, and really we just want you to choose from either these first two. If you think you're going to go straight to work after high school and you want to go more of a hands-on route to graduation, then you can click career and technical field. If you think you're going to go to some kind of schooling after high school, then you can do the general post-secondary education. In addition to that, if you do scroll all the way down, there is military enlistment at the bottom. If you think you're going to go straight into the military rather than straight to work, you can just click on that one. So for now, I'm going to click on general post-secondary education. And now that all my requirements here are filled out, you can see that this button up here turned to save. So now I can save this plan and it's going to populate for me. Okay. And this is what your 4-year plan looks like. All right, and we're going to go through and add classes to the schedule until our plan is full. So since I'm a 9th grader right now, you can see that my first semester of 9th grade is checked off. That's what this dark green color means, completed. Over here, you can see that I'm scheduled into these classes. Okay, so those classes aren't dark green yet because I haven't actually earned that credit, but I'm scheduled into it, and so I should have it by the end of the year. If I keep scrolling down, you can see, okay, here's my 10th grade year, here's my junior year, and here's my senior year. All of the required classes that I'm gonna have to take, because just that's what everybody takes in order to graduate, are already gonna be filled in, okay? So I don't need to worry about those. But then these grayed out ones are open for me to fill in classes of my choosing. And you can see in 10th grade, for example, it's actually giving me 8 options for each semester, which doesn't make sense, right? Because we only have to take 6 classes. You can see you've got your 4 cores here, and then these are actually kind of just reminders. So it's saying, do you want to take a health and fitness class? Because you do have some requirements in that area for graduation. And I could think to myself, oh yeah, like what are those requirements? Tip, you can scroll back up to the top and you can see your graduation requirements by category here. And you can see, oh, look at this. Okay, health and fitness, I'm gonna need 2 credits of that. And so I can see right here, shorthand, I'm finished half a credit and I'm taking half a credit right now of health. So I am gonna need 1 more full credit of health and fitness before I graduate. But I'm planning on playing sports, so I don't actually want to sign up for a PE class because I think I'll be able to just get a PE waiver, and I want to take something else instead. So instead of filling out a health and fitness class, I'm going to fill out an elective. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just put Spanish 2 in here because I'm taking Spanish 1 right now, and I'd like to just go ahead and take Spanish 2 while it's all fresh in my mind. So if I start typing in here to the description, it's going to pop up right there. Okay, so then I've got Spanish 2, and I'm going to do the same thing for second semester. Oops. Spanish 2. There we go. Okay, so now my Spanishes are in there. And then to finish out my plan for next year, I just have to choose 1 other class. So let's see, this is giving me a reminder about Career and Technical Education, or CTE. I'm going to see what those requirements are up here. Okay, it looks like I need to take at least 1 credit before I graduate of CTE classes. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to see what's in that category. Okay. Oh, look at that. These classes look awesome. I've always kind of wanted to take some of these anyways. So I'm going to take horticulture, and that'll be my CTE class. And I also kind of wanted to take it as an elective anyways, so perfect. Get that second semester in there. All right. So now I've got 6 courses planned out for my 10th grade year, and I'm good to go. I'm going to scroll down and do the same thing for my 11th grade year and for my senior year. And then once I have everything planned out, then I'm good to go. I don't need to hit save or anything because it's been saving automatically this whole time. I can come back and change this anytime I want to. This is kind of my scratch paper version of what I'm going to do through high school. So if I want to go back and look at this plan again, I can click over here and look at my 4-year plans, and any plans that you create will be right there. And you can get back into them and you can edit them. If you want to create a totally different plan for a different career path, go for it. You are more than welcome. This is your tool, okay? And now that you've planned out everything through your senior year, you can check this off your graduation requirements. You've done the minimum, and that's perfect. That's what you need to do. If you're a senior, this was super easy for you because you didn't even need to drag and drop any classes in. It's going to be filled in with all of your actual classes already. Once you've scrolled down and you've double checked that everything is filled out here, you can just go ahead and exit on out, and you're going to be good to go. And you don't need to get back into this again until I tell you it's time. All right, Thanks for jumping in. Have a good rest of your day.